Alright. You're on Swedes Garage YouTube channel.
So I did like this with the e-brake cables on the inside. I'm going to replace those rubber clamps, whatever you want to call them, for the two new ones. These are some old dirty ones and I want new ones there. And also it's going to be a black Allen wrench bolt there, not the silver one. But this is just, there's minor things to just to replace the clamp and the bolt. Even when the car is completely finished, it's an easy job. So let's go under and see if I can route the cables underneath the car. So I pulled the e-brake cable. Let's see if you can see anything under here. It goes around like that, and then when it comes out here, it goes in a big loop and in there. And honestly, I'm not happy with this, but you can't buy these e-brake cables in different length, and the 460 is shorter. It's shorter than the 850, so the cable is going to be too long. So I'm going to leave it like this for now, and we'll see later on when the car is drivable and I can get it on the lift outside. I might reroute this one somehow, but right now it's not very much room laying under it and trying to reroute it and see properly. So it's going to be like this until further notice. So I got to clean up and re-grease the drive shafts and put them in here, and then I just have to wait for some cash and buy some brake calipers, and the rear end is basically done. Okay, so I'm going to put the e-brake shoes. This one got shoes for the e-brake. It's not in the brake caliper, the regular brake caliper. This one is shoes. So I got 2 shoes, 2 springs, and the regular adjuster that all shoe brakes have, and I have a needle nose plier. And in 2005, these are Biltema shoes, and in 2005 I replaced the e-brake shoes, these ones, on my, at the time in 1998, the Volvo V70R. So I replaced these with a Biltema, and it turned out that I had new rotors too, that when I installed these I couldn't get the rotor on. It was impossible. So they have a, see if you can see that, they're laying against this metal thing here. So what I had to do was I had to grind these ends off to be able to get the rotor on. So I have done the same thing on these shoes. I don't know if they changed the supplier on the shoes. This could fit, without grinding anything, but I grinded off the ends here on all of the shoes. Only one side, the side with this thing goes in here. Don't have to grind anything on this side, because this one is not laying against anything. It's only this side that lays against this block here. So let's see if we can put this together. So start with one spring here, and the spring goes under so I gotta check something here. Okay, let's see here. I can't get it going down here against the there I got it down, and I'm sorry about this, but you can't see anything. Let's see if I move the camera on the other side. I'm suspecting that my hand's gonna be in the way. So now we got this spring here. It's under this. This is connected to the e-brake cable. So now we got this one here. So we need to get this one on there. So that's what I use the needle nose plier for. I take it as far in as possible on the spring here. And get it. Hey, but if it doesn't work the first time, just try one more time. There. This side is a little bit awkward because I have to use my left hand, and as most people, I'm not as strong in my left hand as I am in my right hand. I need to get this. Come on. Oh. It is so close, but no cigar. But see, I already did the other side off camera to find out the easiest way to do this. And I did it like this, and it was like first try, it's no problem. Now see, there. Why didn't I do that from the beginning? So let's go back on the other side. Now we got to do the adjuster, and I usually put the adjuster is almost straight upside, downside, upside, or it stands straight up almost. So, and this is the threaded part, you adjust it. So I always put the threaded part down, because if you put that down, there's less chance that any moisture or water comes into the threads and start rusting in here, and when it's rusted you won't be able to adjust them anymore. I already put grease in these two, both the upper and the lower, but just to be on the safety side, I always put the threaded part facing down. So let's see if we can get this one in here without too much. Like so. And then we're gonna get this to line up behind the like so. And then they have a small spring. What is up with these springs? Oh, you're not supposed to go there. I think it's because it's the wrong side for my hands. Using my left hand, which is not. Come on, get in there. There. So now the spring is touching the wheel here. So when you adjust it, the spring kind of keeps it, locks it in place so it can't turn by itself, and it also keeps the shoes pulled together. So that's it there. There now the cables are connected to the lever. So I'm not gonna test pull it because I have no rotors on it, but that's the e-brake. Let's do something else. Hang on. Okay, so I gotta figure this out now. The battery box. From the beginning, I kind of wanted it to have it like this, but then I realized that the fuel filler neck, can you see it in the video? It's over here, where my finger is. It's gonna run up here. This is, I mean, I could route it, but the hole for the fuel filler neck is probably going to be around here. So it's possible this one's going to be in the way. So I guess I have to put it this way. And enough room so I get the lid on it. So lid on. We got connectors here, and I guess over there you can fit the battery. I want the battery on the passenger side to compensate for my big ass, heavy ass, couple of 100 kilos that I weigh. Gotta compensate the weight. So, and also the fuel tank is not really in the center of the car, it's a little bit to the right. So I guess that's where the battery box is going to be. But then we have come on. I have a fuse holder for the power steering, the Volvo electric power steering pump. That needs an 80 amp fuse, and it's going to run from the battery. There's going to be a short distance from the battery to the pump, but it needs an 80 amp fuse in between. And I also have a relay with a built-in fuse for the fuel pump. So both of these needs to be put somewhere, and there's kind of easy access to replace the fuse if you need to, or check for power. So I wonder if I should put this one here, the fuse for the power steering. I think I put it here. It's got a cover on it too, so it'll be like this. And what about the relay for the fuel pump? The wire is going to come out here. I have to think about this. I don't really know where to put this. So I changed it a little bit. I put the fuse for the power steering pump, I put it over here, and I got the relay. And why I put the relay this high up is I wanted to easy access to the fuse if it breaks, or if something happened with the fuel pumps, it's easy to diagnostic when the relay is high up like this and not down hidden somewhere. That's why I put it up there. And I used a sheet metal screw on this one first, but it felt so cheap, so I put a rib nut in here, and it's also a rib nut on this one. So I'm gonna try something I haven't tried before, so we'll see if it works. I hope so. What do you guys think? So this is a 10 square mil cable or wire, and this is for the power steering pump, Volvo's electric power steering pump. So I need to have this size wires on it, and it's, you know, it's too short, so I gotta make it longer. And the regular, you know, like butt connectors you have, the yellow one, they only go up to 6 square mil cable. So I took a piece of copper tubing that I was going to use as a connector. I think it's going to work. I mean, copper is supposed to transfer or lead electricity pretty good. So let me set up the camera and we'll see if this works. Not bad. Let's do the other side. Like there. I can't pull it apart, that's for sure. I think it's gonna work. Then you know, if you need a butt connector, use some copper piping from your brakes. I mean, I've got plenty of it here. Just cut a piece out. I mean, you can, if you have bigger cables, you can use bigger pipe. It's gonna work, I think so. I'm gonna find some heat shrink and put over this one. And when I ordered this 10 square mil wire cables, I ordered a red one, but I didn't order the black one, so clever me. Ta-da! Got some heat shrink on it now. Man, if you have a vise big enough, you can use this one in the vise too. Like if you have a vise but you don't have a bench that you really can bang on, use a hammer on this one. Oh. I gotta take my gloves off. Okay. So, you just put it in the vise and squeeze it. And there you go. That won't come off. It will never come off. Some heat shrink. A heat gun. There's one 10 square mil wire for the fuel pump. It will deliver enough juice, I think. So let's see what I have done so far. So the battery box is in, and the battery, I'll take this off. I did some cables here, wires, whatever you want to call it. It's not really finished yet, but that's for the fuel pump. That's the fuel pump relay, so it's got power in, 6 square mil. That would be enough to feed the fuel pump. That's from the PCM. Trigger the relay. Oh, I forgot. I gotta check and see if that's a positive or a ground. If that's a ground, I gotta change this to a positive. I didn't think about that. So I gotta check that. I'll check that right now. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, after checking the diagram, Y diagram, it's positive out. Guess it's a 12 volt out. So that's correct. So we got the fuel pump relay. I still got to run a wire cable to the fuel pumps, but I don't have any fuel pumps yet, so I don't know how long it's going to be. And we got the fuse for the Volvo electric power steering pump and connectors. I got a connector on the back here. That's this blue-white wire here. That goes to the ignition, so the pump starts when you turn on the ignition. I kind of lay out the wire harness in here. And I had some extra here that I don't remember where they went to, but I think this was probably to some interior light that was on the side here of the plastic. But this one, I don't really know what this is, so I have to follow up on this one, see where it goes. It's a thick black one. I think it's a ground, but I'm not sure yet. So I gotta follow up on that one. Ooh. Let's see here. How far does it go? It goes in with the brown ones here. The brown one, yeah, the brown one goes all the way in the front. So I gotta see where that one goes. I think that's it. What I've done in the back, in the rear here. So it's still a mess in here. I also fixed, well, I'm disappointed. I fixed the new connectors for the injectors, 5 of them, but, and you see here, they're different. So I'm disappointed on this company. I'm not buying any more stuff from them. So I bought 5 of them. 2 of them have a different style on the rubber boost compared to the 3 others. And I didn't discover this until I already cut the wires, and I put these 2 on there, the 1 and 2 cylinder connectors I put on there. Then I discovered that this was wrong, and I've already cut the wires and put the connectors on them and everything. So if I would take it out, cut the connectors on and send this back and get 2 new ones, this pair of wires for the number 3 injector, they would be shorter than the others, and it wouldn't line up, follow this harness as it's supposed to do all the way down here. So I guess I have to live with this, but I'm gonna write them an email and telling them that they need to check this stuff. Other than that, I don't think I've done that much here. No. Oh yeah, the green one. I finished the green one here. All of these went back into one, and then I have a higher gauge wire. It's gonna go to this green one, but I have a couple of more that I'm going to connect on this end of the green ones. This is 12 volt plus 12 volt. So from so when you turn on the ignition, yeah, when you turn on the ignition, the PCM sends ground to this orange black wire, and it turns on the relay, and the relay feeds 12 volt to like all the injectors and some of the sensors, like the idle air control motor sensor. It's got a green one, and what else was it here? Oh, this is, oh yeah, the MAF sensor. It has a, didn't have one. I thought I made 2 of them yesterday. Yeah, the MAF sensor I have one too. And also one of the wires from the boost control solenoid, it's got to go to that green one too. It feeds power to this solenoid, and then you have the PCM controls it with the negative, with the minus. So I started, where is it? Where did I put it? Man. Oh, here it is. This one. I started trying to get this on here, but I wasn't patient enough. I didn't have the. So I have ordered some smaller ones, because this is a 1/2 inch opening, and I don't want a 1/2 inch conduit on just 2 single wires. So I have ordered more of these. They are thinner. It fits better on that. I think that's it. And today is Sunday, so yeah, Sunday today. So this video is coming out Monday afternoon, and then I've been working first day on my new job. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.
Alright. End of the video. The only thing left is to subscribe and hit that like button. Welcome back. See you in the next video.